platform, and then all my Facebook groups and business page. And we're here to talk about websites with my web designer, Teresa. Hello, Teresa.
Hello. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Your daughter's getting married soon.
Yes, we are like at the 10-day mark, I think now. So next Saturday, a week and a half now, she's getting married and super excited. We're so excited. It's going to be good times.
Oh my God. Don't you miss the weddings where you could actually go live, and now you're able to do that?
Now we're able to do it. And she is keeping it really small, intimate affair, but still we're excited that we get to get together with his family and our family and celebrate and just
well, congratulations on the impending wedding of your daughter. So that's awesome. Yeah. So let's sit and talk about websites now. So you have a topic of 4 brilliant ways to use your website for social media content, which I think is a great topic because people are always struggling. What do I post on social media? So
right. What do I post on social media? And it honestly is just a huge struggle often. And a lot of times as business owners, especially when we're solo entrepreneurs and we don't have people to bounce ideas off of, we overthink, and then we feel like we have to come up with brand new, fresh content for every online platform we're on. And you don't. You get to reuse that as much as you want to. Yay. And so, yeah, I know, right? And it makes it that much simpler. It makes it that much easier, and so that's what I wanted to share is 4 ways that you can use your social or your website to inspire social media content. And you're going to want to check out, I'll post a link in the comments everywhere, but you're going to want to check out this week's blog post because I even give you scripts that you can copy and paste and use for yourself. And there's a couple of Canva templates that you can download and utilize for yourself as well.
Nice. Okay. Yes, we definitely want that in the comments to make it easy for everyone. So, all right. So let's go over number 1.
So the first one is utilizing your blog posts. Now, I know not everybody blogs, and a lot of times people will say, oh, blogging is so dead. Blogging is not dead. There is so much you can get out of blogging, and blogging gives you incredible golden nuggets of content for your social media. For example, just doing this blog post here, 4 brilliant ways, I can share a snippet of each way in 4 different posts.
Yep.
Linking back to my blog post, linking back to my website, driving traffic back to my website, which also then drives traffic back to my social media and increases my overall visibility. So that's just one little example of 4 posts that I can create utilizing that.
Well, and it's actually 5, right? Because the blog itself can be shared.
Well, exactly. So you can share just the blog. Hey, here's my brand new blog post. Check it out. Then I can share each little nugget of, each of the 4 brilliant ways. But also within there are other tiny little nuggets that I can create into a visual post.
Yes.
That brings people together, that brings people to your website.
100%. I teach my clients, are you a talker or are you a writer? If you're a writer, you absolutely should be blogging. If you're a talker, you should be doing video and then turn that into a blog. And then break it down. It can then be broken down into, like you're saying, 4 or 5 Facebook posts. Then it could be probably 10 Instagram posts. And if you're on Twitter, you can do that. And then those can all be shared on Pinterest. If you're on Pinterest, wherever you are, you find your starting point. So this is a starting point that you absolutely should be using. So
absolutely. And, when it comes to LinkedIn and Facebook, you can do just word posts as well as visual posts. So this nugget, you can turn into just a word post and say, hey, I want to grab your attention, or I want to ask you about something, or I want to do this. Then turn it into a visual post that you post a week later. So you can blog once a month and have a whole month of content from that one blog post.
Absolutely. And again, if you're watching and you click the give Be Live permission to see your profile, trust me, they don't spam you. They don't look for you. They don't add you to any list, but it's allowing me and the viewers, when I post your comment, to see your name as opposed to the words Facebook user. So please click the link above, give them permission. You only have to do it once. And then for any live that I do, you can make comments and we'll be able to see it, because right now, this is all we see, Facebook user. Right? So we'd love to see your name without me having to search which platform you're coming from. So anyway, okay, let's go to number 2.
Okay, so number two is have some fun with your branding images and use those to drive people back to your website. And so let's say you've done a branding shoot, and maybe it's not a big formal shoot, you just went and got some new headshots. Share that and say, do you think that this picture goes with my story? Like, connect with it in that sense, so and talk about your journey. Like, I have a example of my blog post where I showed a picture of me, from about 7 years ago. I think the first real branding suit. Oh, hi, Farah.
Okay.
And then the next photo shoot to the last photo shoot that I did, and say, like, here, look at my journey, like, look at how much has changed, but a lot hasn't changed, and talk about your journey by sharing pictures of yourself.
I'm going to throw in, this is a great tip. Everyone write that one down, because when I did my branding photo shoot, and Teresa's right, I don't care if your branding photo shoot is taking your own iPhone and getting someone to take pictures of you. Throw them up and go, oh my God, do you like this one? What do you think of this dress versus this dress? Or this outfit versus that outfit? Or in my case, when I came out with my book, which is no longer on the shelf behind me because it's sitting right here because I was using it the other day, I posted this picture, and then I posted the alternative title page, and I went, or cover page, and I went, which do you like better, this one or that one? And people voted, and they had fun, and I had fun like reading their opinions, and it made them remember me, right? So
Yeah.
it's really just fun. I love that tip.
It's just fun. And again, you can use old branding photos too, as like, oh my God, I remember when I first started.
Yes.
People want to know what your journey is like, and they want to know, because it's not all sparkles and rainbows. Being an entrepreneur is a lot of hard work. And we've talked about this before. Those overnight successes that we are following took 10 years to freaking get there. So it's really not.
Yeah, someone said to me the other day, you've only been coaching for 6 years. I'm like, I have worked my ass off for 6 years. And that whole, 4-hour work week. No,
No.
don't buy into that
Yeah.
stuff. So, I love Jamie.
Oh,
Jamie's testing. Hi, Paula. Hi, Jamie. Testing. I don't remember if you
Paula.
clicked the link. No, that's okay. You didn't distract us. We like the interaction. So,
Yeah,
okay.
I love it.
We are up to number 3, correct?
Number 3. Okay, so pull in your testimonials to highlight your portfolio, your case studies, those kind of things. Like, a lot of times we'll share our client successes, or we'll share, as an interior designer, we can share the portfolio of their gorgeous new home or new office space. As a coach, you could be sharing their success story, a case study of, here's where she started, here's where she's at. Like, those are, again, golden nuggets. And you can take the testimonials from that and use it to say, like, I show appreciation for your clients. Like, I have the best clients ever. Show appreciation, show their testimonial in their own words, why they love you, and then drive them back to your website to review the case study or portfolio that has them cheering you on.
Yes, and that can be used multiple times. You don't have to be like, oh, I used that 3 months ago, I can't show it again. Yes, you can. Yes, you
I
can.
have like a series of testimonials I share, maybe once a week or every other week, whatever. Like, my schedule changes in social media, but I cycle through them and reuse them over and over and over again.
Yes, and we do the same thing. We have a spreadsheet, right? We have a spreadsheet that has all my testimonials from Facebook Business, from Google, from LinkedIn, from just submitted to us, and we have up on the website. And we cull them all together into one spreadsheet. This way we can rotate them when we want to post them as content, which is a really good idea to post your testimonials, because that's how people know that other people have used your services successfully.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yep. So use those testimonials and reuse them. And so then the last one that I want to talk about is your visual branding details. So we put a lot of time and thought into picking the right colors, the right backgrounds, the right fonts, all of those things. And, especially when we really start to solidify our brand. When we get started, sometimes it's a hodgepodge, and that's normal. But as we start to solidify our brand to make ourselves very recognizable, we put a lot of thought and effort into that. And why not share that and say, like, here's the example I have. When I began building my brand, I wanted to capture a warm, inviting feeling. That was me. So I use warm colors. I use coffee. Coffee is all about my brand.
I know your whole brand is coffee. I love it because I love coffee.
I know, and I'm like, I'll hardly ever show up on video without a cup of coffee because it's part of who I am. And so that's what I did. So, talk about your visual branding and then just flat out ask people. People love to share their opinion. Be like, tell me, do you feel like I've captured this? Have I gathered captured what I want to feel? When you go to my website, do you feel warm and invited into my world, or whatever it is you want to do?
Part of what you're talking about is what's called an ask campaign. And there's a book, I think, called Ask, where I got this from originally. Always like to give credit where I got things originally.
Mhm.
And checking your thought process with your following, no matter how small or no matter how big, is always a great thing to do. Like, here's the branding colors I landed on. Does this mean warmth and inviting to you? Because that's what I was shooting for. Like, I love that.
Yes.
Right? And what does this font say to you? Or how do you interpret this font versus this font? Help me out because I'm stuck. I don't know which one to use.
Well, and even so, like, one of my best posts ever is when I went to repaint my office. So when I first moved in here to this office, it was this gorgeous eggplant color, and I loved it. It was so luxurious feeling, but it looked like poop brown on videos. It was horrible. Like, if you look at some of my old videos, there's this awful, dark, dingy looking background, even though it was gorgeous. So I knew I needed to brighten up this room for video purposes because I do a lot of videos, especially back then I was going live almost daily. And that's one thing that I said. I grabbed some paint swatches and said, which one do you love? Like, what do you guys think would be great? And I mean, I had so many comments, so much fun engaging with my audience in just a fun, lighthearted way. And actually, we all picked the right color, this color.
It's good. It's really good. Right.
And it has the warm feel that I want, because sometimes whites are kind of cold and I live in a colder environment, so I want warm. But it's gorgeous. So, I mean, like, just have fun with it and bring people into it. So the paywalls, doesn't bring you to the website unless you're an interior designer blogging about your own free designs.
Right.
But again, make people, bring them into the process. Invite them to your website. Invite them to check out your story and be a little bit vulnerable and share. When I started off, I didn't know where I was going, but look at where I've been, and check out my story for the full details. Like, share who you are and share it on the website, and then drive them there with social media.
You're making me think I have to go find all my bloopers. I do so many videos, and I would be afraid to publish some of my bloopers, but it would be fun, right? But anyway, so, all right. So just recap your 4 tips quickly.
Okay. So first one, blog posts are golden nuggets. You can get a month worth of content off of your blog posts. So that's the first one there.
Yep.
Use your branding images to drive traffic, and don't just worry about today, but go backwards. Show the progression of you in business. Show where you started, show where you were in the middle, and where you are now.
Oh my God. Yes. Number 3.
Number 3 is to share those, pull in those testimonials, to share your portfolios and your case studies, because it shows people love you and it shows your expertise and what you do to help people to make the world a better place.
Love it. And number 4.
Number 4 is talk about those visual branding details, especially like if you're wanting to finalize those right now. This is a great time to talk about it. Like you said, what does this font make you feel like? Does these colors make you feel what feeling you want to capture when it comes to working with your clients?
Love it.
Share it.
Love it. All right. Well, thank you as usual, Teresa, for your insight into websites. If anyone needs a website redone or audited to find out where it could be better, please reach out to Teresa at Web Designs by Teresa. She's my web designer. She could be yours too, right? And you're going to post the link to your...
I will. I'll go post the link to the blog all over. I should have sent it to you ahead of time. I apologize.
I know it's not in the description, but we can add it to the comments. That would be awesome. So, all right, everyone, go have a great Wednesday, and we will see you live soon.